The universe loves you being in your conviction. And what I mean by that is you just being in a very confident energy in what it is that you want out of life. I have a private client who's a doctor, and she was going through this thing in her business that she wanted to navigate. And it was so interesting because it would definitely take her to the next level of business money wise, but also allow her a lot more freedom. And when I tuned in and I channeled, the thing that was stopping her was conviction. She could come up with the ideas, she had the vision, she could definitely have the conversation, but there was wavering in her voice through the conversations that she was having with clients and people in the space to make this thing happen. And as a result, it wasn't happening. So we started working together, and right away, it was this conviction energy. And what was so interesting is I tuned into it, and this looks different for everyone, but in her specific scenario, it came back to actually her as an infant, as like a very, very early infant. I'm talking like weeks old, days old. There was a lot of times where she was left to just cry throughout the night. And that really disturbed her sense of safety, which then spiraled throughout all the years, and then boom, it ended up with an issue being in conviction. It always like amazes me how all of this is connected, and especially so because I'm a new mom. I have a 22-month-old daughter, and it just is so interesting to me. But anyways, we worked through it. She was in her conviction, and boom, the stars started aligning. What she wanted started coming in. Was it all simple and easy and happening like this? No. But it happened and is happening. And with each layer of the onion that she pulls back around this, the more it happens. So if you feel like you're not getting what you want out of life, I want you to ask yourself, like, how do you feel in your conviction? Do you feel convicted in what it is that you want? Not just to yourself, but having conversations around it? Because if there's any wavering, I really encourage you to explore that.